Yes, the bivouac and hideout. That's what I will try to describe in today's video with my broken English. And I'm really sorry about that. I'm trying to do my best with my video scripts. So guys and gals, let's take a closer look at what is going to be the bivouac and where you can find them in the world. And later on, let's take a look at what will be the hideout. So from my previous video about survival mechanics in Ghost Recon Breakpoint, we've got familiar with how you can get health damage, and this health damage may also become semi-permanent injuries, and those injuries will affect your stats. To compensate of lowered your stats of being injured, you can use bandages during mission or while roaming Aurora Island, but how you can get back your stats and remove your injuries later in the video. Okay, let's get familiar with the bivouac. The goal of the developers with the bivouac, as they described, is giving a player's place to rest and prepare for your next mission. The bivouac will be a temporary camp. It's a safe and secure site where you can do things like change class, decide with your teammates your squad composition if you play in co-op, and further do probably it's early, but just to mention, if you didn't get it so far, you can create a class composition of 4 teammates having the same classes. Also at the bivouac, you can customize your loadout. The bivouac is the place where you can craft your supplies like rations and bandages to carry on mission. Even you can share those items you have crafted among your squad mates. So here is more details about heal your injuries at the bivouac, as what I have mentioned it will be covered later in the video about healing your injuries. When you got injured, you only bandage yourself, but you won't be heal up. You can only fully heal up in bivouac, as what developers revealed. In case you didn't get it, when you got injured, some of your stat like class perk may lower a bit, depends on your class. Like for example, maybe your stamina will get reduced for the whole amount, and when you bandage yourself after you got injured, you can compensate a little bit, but only at the bivouac you can bring your stat to full after you got injured. At bivouac you can also buff your weapon stats by clean your weapon. For example, you can increase your weapon's accuracy. It's good to know you'll never have a gun outright break because you didn't keep the track of the maintenance. So by the way, for a reference, this sounds better than what we had previously in Ghost Recon Phantoms, where your armor could degrade if you haven't paid for a maintenance stack. If you remember, there was a period of time where such a feature was in the game, but fortunately it was have been removed. In order to give a temporary gameplay buffs before tackling mission at bivouac, you can also eat and drink from what you've gathered through the world, like food, plants and water. Also, the bivouac will be the place from where you can set the daytime and weather. A few choice for mission. Weather forecast will be available to show what's coming up, so you can sneak into an enemy base under the cover of darkness and rain, or go in guns blazing underneath clear blue skies. And that's all I know so far about the bivouac, but probably you have a question like can you place the bivouacs anywhere, or do they have a set locations across the world? My assumptions was a spot in the world where you have to interact to create a bivouac. I have almost guessed it regarding information from an interview by PC Gamer's website. The developers revealed the bivouac will be in a specific places which you can spot thanks to a chimney of smoke, or also if you come across a character in the game who can hint where you can find a bivouac. And one more thing about the bivouacs, besides everything I have covered already, They will also act as fast travel point. Okay, we've got familiar with the bivouacs, but there will be also a hideout acting as a social hub. So let's look at this hideout, who players will find very early on in Breakpoint's story. The Array Phone is a village in a hidden cave on the main island of Aurora Archipelago. Probably no one knew that at the official announcement trailer we've got a glimpse of this place, the moment where Nomad and Female Panther were entering in some sort of cave, where inside the cave something as a camp was revealed. For game narrative story, in this hideout players will meet Awayas for the first time, a group called Homesteaders who are using this hidden in a cave village as a shelter. Also, regarding game story, this hideout will be a central hub for story progression and place where the story unfolds by interacting with story related characters. And furthermore, details objective board will be available at the hideout as well. But how this hideout will act as a social hub for players? So in terms of social hub, in this hideout you will be able to interact with up to 15 other players, where some of those players could be your friends or other random players. Yes, that's right, sounds like a game lobby, and probably will be, as this is from where you can also start a search for co-op and a raid or PvP. It's not yet confirmed, but it does sound like matchmaking option will be available. Also at this hideout you'll be able to interact with those other players by chat, looking at their profile and statistics, create a party and add players to a favorite list. But this is not at all. I left something for the end. This hideout will be also a place where you could buy weapons. Yes, that's right, a vendor place or something like this. I think this is what we've saw in the trailer, where the female character open a case and pass a weapon to Nomad. And probably at this moment you already spotted similarity with the Division. Hideout, social hub, lobby with 15 other players to interact with, start search for co-op or PvP vendors, and even there will be a wood in the game. If you don't know yet, but about the wood I'll talk about in upcoming video. And developers has made a response about Division game similarities. Ghost Recon Breakpoint will be on its own merit. One more details hinted by developers about hideout, there will be more good amount hideouts in the game. And this is where I'm already run out of details about bivouac and hideout. Probably within the time more details will be revealed, but for now this is what I know. Most likely just right after E3, where I guess we'll get more details of everything we already know for Ghost Recon Breakpoint, and I will probably do an update video with all the new details. Also later in August at Gamescom more details will be revealed about PvP. And probably again I will take time to do another update video with those new details. Okay guys and gals, that's all for this video. I see not all of you guys and gals are excited about this game. Looking at how much views I've got on my previous video. So you may ask then why I am continue doing those videos. In order to keep my channel, it's recommended to create videos on a fresh topic, and I don't want to be on every single new game. At least I would like to be on something that I'm already into it, as I'm looking forward with Ghost Recon Breakpoint. I have been already set in some of my previous videos. I will continue uploading gameplay videos, maybe from time to time different videos, but as main content mostly I will keep making gameplay videos. Okay, no more confession. That's it for this video. Please leave a like if you enjoy the video, and may consider subscribing to my channel if you haven't done yet, and if you like my gameplay montage videos. Please also let me know down in the comment if this video was informative to you, and thanks for watching.